So, very good evening to all of you. Am I audible? Can I have a reply that I'm audible? Yes? Okay. So, today is a very happy moment, and I would like to thank each and every one of the guest speakers and the participants for making this wonderful 25th webinar to happen. And Seek feels very, very happy to be amongst you on this special day. And I thought I can present this webinar on life's awesome secrets. All these things are known to every one of you, but let me share my experiences. Before that, I would like to thank all the guest speakers, whoever has made this happen. Is my screen visible? Okay. The first one was MEMS in Biomedical Applications by Dr. P.G. Gopinath, and then Engineers Beyond Engineering, Art of Being an Engineer by Vikram Vale, and Life After Engineering by Praveen. Then we had about entrepreneurship by Shivaraja, and Informatics in Medicine by Deepika. Then we had Road to Success by Dr. Kumaravel, and we had Energy Conservation by Dr. Ramesh, and we had Women Health by Dr. Sharmila, and Digital Marketing by Dharnidharan, and we had Education 4.0 by Dr. Loviraj Gupta, and then we had the first international webinar from Malaysia. The first speaker was Zohani, and then Nofri, and Dr. Nazir, Dr. Huzaimi, and Dr. Van. And then we had a chat with RJ Bharat, that is Impact of Radio. And then we had a Healthy Lifestyle by Mrs. Jayashree, and also about the investments by Mr. Murli. And then we had the second FDP from United States of America. The first speaker was Jim. And then we had an IoT and embedded systems engineer's perspective by Dr. Raja. And then futuristic technologies by Subbu, and transition trends for renewable energy by Cynthia. And Muttadilan talked about the information security. And the 24th webinar, what we had was on the musical treat. So I would like to thank each and every guest speakers who have you have come and made our evening wonderful and very informative also. All the webinars were very informative and well received by the participants. And once again, I wholeheartedly thank all the guest speakers so far, and also all the participants. Without you, this is not possible. And most of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for giving me this opportunity and strength to conduct this webinar. So today we are going to have a session on life's awesome secrets. Let me share you the screen. Is my PPT visible?
No, no, ma'am.
PPT is not visible. Yes, you can see the 25th webinar yellow slide.
PPT not visible, ma'am.
Is it visible now?
Visible, ma'am.
Yes.
It is visible.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me start introducing myself for people who are new. So myself, Dr. D.R.USHAA ESWARAN. And I'm a planning board member in Tiruvallur University. I'm basically an engineer, B from Annamala University and ME from Andhra University and PhD from Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad. And my research work is on biosensors for cancer detection. And I'm also running a company for the past 3 years. The name of the company is Seek, and we are into the academic consultancy, career guidance, and skill development. And I'm basically an academician, educationist, entrepreneur, career analyst, and professional life skill coach, a motivational speaker, and a certified NLP master practitioner, a certified public speaking coach, and a YouTuber. And I have around 30 years of experience and addressed more than 20 lakhs of people on various platforms, and trained more than a lakh of students, and placed more than 10,000 students, and counseled more than a lakh of people. So now I'm going to talk about something which I feel is very, very essential. And it's not that none of you know about it, every one of you know about it. And only thing is, I'm going to share my experience, because what I have experienced is what I would like to preach. I need to practice it. So I have understood the meaning of all these things, and I am interested to share with you so that you can also try some of them. So I feel that the life is our choice. I would like to narrate a situation where once I was traveling from India to USA. I boarded the flight, and the stewardess came up to me and said, like, "Welcome on board, ma'am. We guarantee you takeoff." I asked her, "What about landing, ma'am? Who will take care of my landing?" She said, "Pray to Almighty for a safe landing." So this is what was the answer. We are all aware that when we take a flight, and the takeoff is completely beyond us, and we can do nothing about the takeoff. And we all know that it is all in the hands of the pilot. And sometimes the landing, even the landing, is completely beyond our control, and it's in the hand of the pilot. So many times when I fly and there is a very smooth landing where we don't even come to know that the plane has landed. And sometimes we also experience this type of landing. When we have a very pleasant, smooth landing, we feel like giving an ovation, because a round of applause for the pilot. And I'm not an exemption either. The only thing is, we don't give a standing ovation because the seat belt would be on. The sign will be on, and we cannot stand and give an ovation. So that is the difference. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the landing is also beyond our control. And what about the turbulence? When you travel in the flight, you can see a lot of turbulence that happens because of the unexpected uncertainties, the clouds that are hitting the plane. The turbulence during the journey is also completely beyond us, and the wind speed is beyond us. When the plane passes through the clouds, and the entire plane becomes wobbly, and it is out of our control. Then what is inside our control? What is there in our control? During the flight, during the journey, that is what is our choice. Actually, some people choose to go to sleep as soon as they get into the flight, and yet others do completely involve themselves in reading some books, talking to friends, or they boost themselves with alcohol, they watch movies, or they eat something. And this is what happens during the journey, and the choice is ours. What we do is ours. The journey of life as well, the takeoff, which is our birth. See how beautiful the baby is. All of us were like this when we were born, and the birth is also completely beyond our control. We don't choose our looks, and we don't choose our parents, and we don't choose where we should be born, whether in a rich family or in a poor family. The socio-economic class also is not under our control at all. And in which religion we should be born in which country, which state we should be born in, nothing is in our country. Nothing is in our control. Our takeoff of the journey of life is completely beyond our control. And then coming to landing, the death even that will be completely beyond us. I've heard many people, even me, telling that they wish to have die something like getting a massive heart attack, that is no trouble for them, no hospitalization, no tubes, no needles, no trouble caused to others, one shot go. Now no matter how much ever we wish that, it's just beyond us, it's just beyond us. How we go and how the landing happens is completely beyond us. And what about the turbulence, the disturbances, the problems during our life? Some of them are within our control, which we can solve. But many problems and issues, turbulence caused is completely beyond our control, because it is caused by the situations which are beyond us. It is caused by the people who are beyond us. So, this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, in this journey of life. The takeoff, the landing, and the turbulence is not in our control. What is in our control, however, is the choices we can make. And therefore, life is all about the learning of how to make these right choices. When we learn to make right choices, when we learn to live a transformed, happy, and fulfilled life, despite of all the turbulences and problems that are going around us, we will have a very, very happy life. And then, what is meant by this internal communication? Many of us don't talk to our own self at all. You just imagine now everybody is inside the house due to COVID. They have a lot of time left. Many people say that they are busy with their office calls and work. Many say that they are bored. They are bored. See, we always look for some work. When we are idle, we don't think that that is the time given by God to us for a self examination, to talk to our own self. How many of us do? Just imagine you're going to a mall, you're waiting for the lift. You just can't wait at all. You just can't wait. You'll be restless. You just wanted to get into the lift and go to the floor where you want to. But what do you do when you're standing waiting for the lift? Why don't you think about the happy moments of your life? Why don't you think about the good things about your own self? Why don't you feel happy about your own self? Enjoy yourself, enjoy your inner self. Talk to your inner self. We generally don't do at all. We generally don't do an internal communication, and we expect a transformation to happen. How a transformation will happen? We listen to lot of speeches, we read lot of books, we have so many people to advise us. We will say like, I attended so many satsangs, I listened to that chanting, I attend to that Bhagavad Gita class, I learned this, I learned that, I regularly listen to some sadgurus. See, all this happens, but does the transformation happen within you? That is what is very, very important. The transformation is the transformation only when you say, ever since I have been reading that book, or ever since I have been listening to this discourse, my languaging has changed. And then you are changed. What is languaging? The languaging is nothing but talking to your own self. It is not what is communicated to you by the world. It is what you communicate unto yourself that causes the transformation. How many of us do that? Even after this session, everybody will say like, yes, 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 I know what madam told, I know everything. But how many of us implement that? How many of us talk to ourselves and confirm that, yes, I need to follow this? Unless or otherwise you talk to yourself and come to a confirmation that, yes, this is what is required for my life, nothing can be transformed. You cannot transform into anything. It is what you are going to tell to yourself is what is transformation. It is called language. Even if everybody in the world keeps telling you, you can do it, you can do it. You know how many of us have heard this? Right from our parents, right from our teachers, right from our well wishers, everybody says, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. But as long as your internal languaging is, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, you can't do it. If you feel you can't do it, nobody can help you. Nobody can do anything about it. Even if everybody else in this world believes that you have a great potential, but you keep telling yourself that I'm not a great potential, you can't do it at all. You just can't do it at all unless you believe that you can do it. What is the point in people accepting or admiring you, or you're identifying the potential in you? You have to identify your potential and believe in yourself. Yes, I can do it. So that is what is the power. Even nobody around you believes that you can do it, but your languaging is that I know I can do it. You enormously enhance the possibilities of you doing it. Just try, ladies and gentlemen. Believe in you, believe in the strengths what you have. First, believe in the Almighty. The Almighty has created you with some belief in you, and you're not ready to believe that. You mean that all the possibilities, all the opportunities, whatever you get, is just like that coming to you? I strongly believe, thousand times I believe it is given by the Almighty. The opportunities are given to me because He believes that I can do it. He believes my potential because He has created me. And I say that no, I'm not for it. That means what? We are insulting the creation. We are insulting the Almighty, because when He has the belief that yes, you can handle it, and we say that no, I cannot handle, that means we are not believing the creation. So you need to develop the habit of believing in yourself and keep saying positively, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Where there is a will, there is a way. When you come across to the starting blocks of a race, and there you are ready to run a race, all that your coach has told you till now does not matter. What you tell to yourself right now alone matters. You need to believe, yes, I'm going to win this game. I'm going to win this race. That is called as language. Transformation is not transformation unless you enhance your language. In fact, Buddha used to say, you have to fear for the company of an animal less than the company of an evil friend. You don't have to go and search for an evil friend. Your mind and the negative thoughts is the evil mind, is the evil friend. Because the company of an animal can only hurt and injure your body. But the company of an evil friend, by contaminating your mind, can destroy you. So you need to fear the company of an evil friend much more than the company of an animal. So the transformation is transformation only when you say, ever since that I have been reading these books, ever since I have been listening to this discourse, my languaging has changed. And then you have changed. That is what is the real transformation. You have to talk to yourself. You have to believe yourself. You have to tell, yes, I can do it. Have that belief. And when we are beautiful, it is God's gift, because He has created us beautiful. Then what will be our gift to Him? When we live our life beautiful, it's our gift to God. That is what we can do back to the God. Not all that we spend money in the hundis, in the temples. That does not reach God. He has He has made you with some intention. He has some belief in you. He wanted you to live a beautiful life. And when we live our life beautiful, it's our gift to God. Now, in our life, we come across problems. As I said, turbulence. There is no one in this world says that I'm free from problems. Every one of us have problems. How do we deal with problems? I will tell you what I do with an example. When problems are beyond our control, how do we deal it? When you add 5 times the amount of lemon to the water than what is actually needed, how does it taste? It tastes so sour. And you just cannot imagine drinking that. Somehow or other, we need to correct this now. And as much as I wanted to remove some lemon juice out of the water to make it taste perfect again, is it possible? Can I remove the lemon juice from water? It is impossible. Because some things in life can just never be undone. There was no way to remove the extra lemon from water. But there sure would still be a way to fix the problem. The only way to correct the situation is to add 4 more glasses of water and dilute it. And now I have 5 glasses of fresh lemonade ready to be served for 4 more people. I think life is exactly the same. Sometimes we cannot undo some things that may have gone wrong in our lives. Some wrong decisions, some wrong choices, some wrong investments, and some wrong words which we have spoken. This happens many times in our life. Many times in our life. Note that we should not try to. We should definitely give our best, and we cannot reverse things. We should try to work on adding so many right things in life that the wrong seems smaller than what it was earlier. When problems seems to be helplessly beyond our control, rather than simply trying to remove them, let us add positivity and change our experience. This is my personal experience because certain things happen and we cannot undo those things. What we can do is what we need to concentrate on. What I can do is to add a lot of positivity to it and dilute the negativity. So that will give you the happiness and also the solution for your problem. And sometimes, why many times we get discouraged in our life. We get a lot of discouragement maybe by others or by our own self. We ourselves will feel like, no, I've tried my best and this is not for me. I just can't do anything anymore. So many people of us will feel discouraged. So what do we do for this situation? Let us visualize a situation. A man was watching a local football match in a school playground. As he sat there, he asked one of the boys what the score was. With a bright smile on the face, the boy replied, "They are leading us by 3-0." The man was astonished. "Really? But you don't look discouraged at all." The boy said, "Discouraged? Why? Why should I be discouraged?" The boy said, "When the referee has not blown the final whistle yet." This was the answer from the young boy. He further added, "I have confidence in my team and my managers, and we shall definitely win the match." And certainly the match ended with 5-4 in favor of the boys' team. The boy waved at the man gently with a charming smile as he left. The man was absolutely amazed, his mouth wide open. Such confidence, such beautiful faith, and he's just a small boy. As the man got back home that night, the boy's question kept ringing in his mind again and again. Why should I be discouraged when the referee has not blown the final whistle yet? Ladies and gentlemen, life is exactly like a game. Why should we be discouraged when we have the support of the meaningful friends and family? Why should we be discouraged when we have the powers higher than us to help us? Why should we be discouraged when there is still life left? Why should we be discouraged when the final whistle has not been blown yet? What happens here, ladies and gentlemen? The truth is, many of us blow the final whistle ourselves by giving up. This is what actually happened. But as long as there is life, nothing is impossible. It's never too late, and you can always give your best. Never come to a conclusion that this is end of everything. There is still time. Any moment will change anything in your life. Have that belief, have that confidence. That is what is life. You need to maintain the confidence. You need to be consistent in believing in yourself and your effort. Never give up. I never give up in my life. Whatever comes, I'll just try it out. And definitely, I tell you that you can reach there. Troubles come. Trouble come to you. Problems become more and more when you're reaching your final goal. You're in the final step. You will have more problems. Don't get afraid of it. Don't come back. Stand there and put all your effort, and the next step will be your success. And most important, we don't care and we don't give importance to our senses. We just give inputs as we like how we eat. We just keep munching, we just keep eating whatever we like, irrespective of whether we have hunger or not. So, as we have to eat less for our stomach, similarly, we have to give less inputs to our senses too. All of them have food. Let me tell you one by one. The food for the tongue is all our food, what we eat, maybe rice, roti, pizzas, or any curries or chapatis, dosa, idli, puri, all those things, whatever you like, feel like eating, that is only for the taste of the tongue, and that is the food for your tongue. Even here, you need to restrict and wait for the hunger and also eat less. And next one is food for our ears. All the inputs are food. So we listen to a lot of music, we listen to a lot of sound, we listen to people conversing, we listen to a lot of news from the TV channel, radio, we listen to people fighting, talking bad words, good words, advices, everything. We need to limit, filter it. What should be taken inside our ears? That is very important. Next is food for eyes. We see a lot of things, lot of sights, a lot of people, and beautiful panoramic views, sceneries. We see people fighting, we see people living happily, we see people dancing, doing so many things. We see a lot of movies. These are all eyes, food for eyes, but we need to know what is to be seen, what is the food we have to give to our eyes. For each and every senses, there is some food. My dear ladies and gentlemen, we should be very, very careful of what inputs we give to our senses. Because when we give so many inputs through our senses, and they leave a very indelible mark on our consciousness and our minds happen. Therefore, when we talk about this, we should be very careful to choose those sensory inputs which are of value and those things that we want our mind space to be filled with. My dear ladies and gentlemen, do not subject yourself with unwanted things in the world around us, which will go and occupy your precious mind space, which should not be taken by unwanted, less valuable, and less priority things. Your mind space is meant and reserved for the most important and valuable things. And now, this is a wonderful, wonderful topic which I would love to talk to you, that is increasing the standard of life. Whether you drove a Volkswagen or a Bentley, the road remains the same, isn't it? When you speak in your Samsung or an iPhone X, whoever you're calling remains the same, isn't it? Whether you're flying in an economy class or in a business class, the destination where we are heading is the same, isn't it? Whether you're wearing a simple fast track watch or you wear a Omega or Rolex with diamond fitted jewelry on your watch, time remains the same. It's quite amazing how we work ourselves up so much with increasing the standard of living that we forget to increase the standard of our life. There is nothing wrong with your Omega. There is nothing wrong with your Bentley. God bless you with that. If you have it, drive it, no problem. But in trying to enhance and improve and improvise the standard of your living, please, please do not compromise with the standard of your life. It is not the standard of your living that makes you happy. It is the standard of your life that makes you happy. And very often we forget to give attention to those things that can truly make us happy, which is why things that we are talking about have utility value and not happiness value. Travel business class or first class, no problem. Drive a Bentley, not a problem. But in doing so, never even compromise on those principles that also improve your standard of life. And therefore, some people are so poor, in fact, so poor, absolutely poor, that they all have is only money. That's all they have. They have only money. If all that they have is money, they are the most poorest person in the world, because there is more to life than money. And there is way more to life than what money can buy. And therefore, if you truly want to know how rich you are, drop a tear and see how many hands that come forward to wipe the tear. Ladies and gentlemen, our happiness and our increased standard of life are not in things. It is in people. It's relationships. It's meaningful, heartfelt, deep bonding of love that bring fulfillment to the heart. It is those meaningful exchanges of love that we share with our relationships that brings true joy to the heart. It's something that brings the greatest fulfillment we very conveniently neglect in just running after increasing and enhancing the standard of living. Focus on what you still have. Have some value for people. That is what is going to bring you happiness. And I'm going to talk about some amazing secrets of life. Many of you would have happened to eat this barbecued corns. Some of the fibers get stuck in your teeth. I happen to experience that. And also, this mango season has just gone. And how many of you had mango fiber while eating mango stuck in your teeth? What do we do? What does our tongue does? When something gets stuck in our tooth, the tongue just keep going to the tooth until unless that stuck is out of your tooth. It keeps going there. Now 31 other teeth in our mouth, when nothing is stuck, the tongue can go there and say, wow, look, there is nothing stuck here. But that is the nature of the tongue that keeps going where something is stuck. And surely we have to deal with it. At the same time, there is a lot of other good things we can focus on. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not just the nature of the tongue, it is in the nature of the mind as well. When there is a problem and issue stuck in a certain area of our life, the mind keeps going to that problem and just gets stuck into the negativity of trying to deal with it. There are many good things happening in so many different areas of our life where there is no problem or stuck. Yet the mind only keeps going to those areas where there are problems. It is necessary for all of us that we focus on the good that is happening in our life and deal with the bad or the problems that are happening in our life. Let us not consume our minds with negativity. Let us consume our mind with positivity. Focus on the positive. Think about the positive things. Think about something which is happened good in your life that will make you smile, and then deal with the negative. There are so many things, good things are blessed in our life. Let us be grateful. And gratitude should be the attitude of a person. And next, very important thing is missed opportunities. There was once a young and very ambitious businessman named Ram who was lucky enough to find the love of his life, married her, and had wonderful children. His hard work and dedication also paid him off, and his career in a global company was skyrocketing. Soon he was the right hand man for the CEO. The CEO was also very successful company man, meaning that he had dedicated and sacrificed countless days, nights, weeks, months, and years to the job. How many of us are like that? We completely dedicate to the job and forget our family. The CEO had no family, but he had some regrets which he never shared with anyone. That was until one day he invited Ram to his office. As soon as Ram stepped into the office, the CEO asked him, Ram, you have sacrificed so much for this company. Do you regret anything? Do you ever think of the missed opportunities to be with your family or to work for some other company? Ram, surprised by the question, responded, Sir, I don't know what you mean. My family knows I love them and that the sacrifices I make for them, and that we will have more time together in a couple of years. As for the company, I feel I owe to you so much because of the career you have enabled me. The CEO did not find the answer he was looking for. So he decided to share a story with Ram to lighten the matter. Ram, imagine for a moment the price of an airplane ticket. Each airplane has a limited amount of space, and the goal of the airplane is to fill the airplane as much as possible. The price of the tickets differs depending on which class the seats are in. When an airplane leaves the gate with empty seats, the price of those seats immediately drops to zero. Once the plane takes off, opportunity to sell those empty seats is gone forever. And the airline has absolutely no chance of getting a penny for it. The value of an airline seat is directly related to whether it is occupied. Whether the price is 4,000 or 2,000, the seat has value only if there is a person sitting on it. After takeoff, the chance for the payment is history. The same can be said about time. What are you trying to say, sir? Asked Ram with a strange look. Each one of us have a specific amount of time that goes by with every moment. Lost or wasted time cannot be recovered. It is gone the moment that it passes. Once a second is behind you, it cannot be replicated or returned. If you want to be with your loved ones more than you should, if you are with the company because you feel like you owe us something, then that is not the right reason. The value of an unused minute dropped to zero the moment it passes. The message I would like to share with you, Ram, today, do you have the missed opportunities? If you have something like that, it will never come back. So think about it. Think about the missed opportunities in your life, my dear ladies and gentlemen. We do not know the travel time. Only this minute or this moment is assured to us. If this is gone, we cannot get back. We run behind so many things for our career, for something else, something else, something else. We don't even care for our desires. We don't even care for our loved ones. It will not come back. The time will not come back. Once it is gone, it's gone. You will always miss an opportunity. Make sure you seize it. Don't miss the life's amazing opportunities. And we also get into a lot of desires which will make us a fool many times. Once upon a time, there was a king who had a very, very wise advisor who understood the speech of animals. He understood what they said and he could speak to them in their languages. One day, the advisor was wandering along the river bank with his followers. They came upon a fisherman who had cast a big net into the river. While looking into the water, they noticed the handsome fish and its wife. Her shining scales reflected the morning sunlight in all the colors of the rainbow. Her feather like fins fluttered like the delicate wings of a fairy as they sent her gliding through the water. It was clear that her husband was so entranced by the way she looked and the way she moved. He was not paying attention to anything else other than his wife. As they came near the net, the wife fish smelled it. She saw it and, being alert, avoided it the last moment. But her husband was so blinded by his desire for her that he could not turn away fast enough. Instead, he swam right into the net and was trapped. The fishermen pulled in their net and threw the fish onto the shore. They built a fire to roast the fish. Lying on the ground, the fish was flopping around and groaning in agony. Since the wise advisor understood the fish talk, he translated for the others. He said, "This poor fish is madly repeating over and over again, 'My wife, I must be with my wife.'" The husband wish was continuously whispering, "I care for her so much, more than my life. I want to be with my wife." Advisor thought he must save him. So this kind man went to the fisherman and said, "Oh, my friend, we are loyal subjects of our king, and you have never given me and my followers a fish for our curry. Won't you give us one today? Oh, royal minister, please accept from us the fish you wish." "This yellow fish on the river bank looks delicious," said the advisor. "Please take them, sir," he said. Then he sat on the bank, took the fish, who was still groaning, into his hands. He spoke to him in the language only the fish can understand. "You foolish fish, if I had not seen you today, you would have gotten yourself killed. Your blind desire was leading you to continued suffering. From now on, do not let yourself be trapped by your own desires." And the fish realized how fortunate he was to have found such a friend. He thanked him for his advice. The minister realized the lucky fish, released him into the river, and continued his way. Ladies and gentlemen, you see in your life, some people get trapped with their own desires. If you are truly honest with yourself, nothing or no one can cheat you, not even yourself. Think about what you're chasing and why you're chasing it. This is very, very essential. We should have some meaning in what we do. Without any meaning, we cannot keep going chasing for anything. Have some value for your life. Never let your desires fool you and always learn from your mistakes. And now comes the passion, that is compassion. Very important thing which we need to know. But what is compassion? What is the meaning of compassion? A little boy goes to his guru and asks, like, "What is compassion?" He says, "Okay, you just go and see what happens to that beggar." The boy goes and sees. One lady goes there, and the beggar was asking for money, and she just was scared of him, and she gives some money to him and she walks away. Then comes a rich man. He was coming with a lot of followers and he wanted people to praise him, and he gave a lot of money to the beggar and he went. And third came a small boy who was collecting flowers for his mom, and he passed by the beggar, smiled to him, and gave him the flower. The master asked the disciple, "Which one of them do you think felt the most compassion toward the beggar?" The boy said, "The merchant, the rich man, because he gave a lot of money." The master, smiling, continued, "The merchant acted out of pride. The old lady acted out of pity. However, the boy felt the real compassion." Compassion is a far greater and nobler thing than pity. Pity has its roots in fear and a sense of arrogance, sometimes even a smug feeling of, "I'm glad it's not me, I'm not the one." So when you fear touches someone's pain, it becomes pity. When your love touches someone's pain, it becomes compassion. Feeling compassion is more essential than showing compassion. So, this is what is the meaning of compassion. Now, coming to our anger management, because every one of us get angry. So, let us see how to control this anger. First point is we need to meditate mindfully in the present. We need to sit quietly and meditate in such a way that we can calm our mind first. Let any thought come and go, doesn't matter. Allow them to come and go. Don't stop any thought. Let it come and go. Slowly, you can feel the calmness in your mind. So, that is the first step. Next is be attentive to kindness of others and overlook their unkindness. We have a lot of relatives on whom we get angry. We have a lot of colleagues on whom we get angry. We have a lot of friends on whom we get angry. When they show kindness, let us show some attention towards that. Let us appreciate, let us respond to that, and let us acknowledge the kindness of others and overlook their unkindness. Practice to overlook the unkindness. Practice compassion for all beings. Practice compassion for all beings. And use wisdom and patience to form a wisdom. Analyze anger meditatively, understand its cause and effect. Approach problems with patience. With time, anger fades. That is why people say, give some time. If you want to react, don't do it. Give some time and respond. That will give a solution for your anger. Then think positive. There is a substitution method. Substitute something positive for the negative. In other words, if a person's action angers you, analyze the person to find the positives you can focus on. Every person will have positives and negatives. When we focus only on the negatives, we get angry. Try also to focus on their positives. That will avoid you getting angry on them. Next, very, very important thing everybody should know, that is value relationships in time. Good relationships don't happen overnight. They take commitment, compromise, forgiveness, and most of all, effort. Emotional intelligence is the gateway to living a more fulfilled and happy life. And here is why emotional intelligence allows you to understand and manage your emotions in order to self motivate and to create positive social interactions. I would like to narrate you a real incident. It was their anniversary. Aisha was waiting for her husband Rajiv to show up. Things had changed since their marriage. The once cute couple could not live without each other had turned bitter, fighting over every little things. Both did not like the way things had changed. Aisha was waiting to see if Rajiv remembered it was their anniversary. Just touch your heart and tell. Every one of us do that. Whether your better half remembers your birthday, your anniversary, or the day you met them first, or your first gift, everything, we want them to remember and come and tell us. The same way Aisha was waiting for Rajiv. Just as the doorbell rang, she ran to find her husband wet and smiling with a bunch of flowers in his hand. The two started reliving the old days, making up for fights. Then was the plan for a light music and a dinner, and it was also raining outside. The climate was superb, and they were so happy. But the moment passed when the phone in the bedroom rang. Aisha went to pick the call, and it was a man on the other side of the call. Hello, ma'am. I'm calling from the police station. Is this Rajiv Mehra's number? She answered. Aisha said, yes, it is. I'm sorry, ma'am. There was an accident and a man died. We got this number from his wallet. We need you to come and identify his body. Aisha's heart sank. She was shocked. But my husband is here with me, sir. Sorry, ma'am, but the incident took place at 2 p.m. today when he was boarding the train. Aisha was about to lose her conscience. How could this happen? She had heard about the soul of the person coming to meet a beloved loved one before it leaves. She ran into the other room. He was not there. It was true. He had left her for good. Oh God. She would have died for another chance to mend every little fight. She rolled on the floor in pain. She lost her chance forever. Just think about your life, ladies and gentlemen. In many of our lives, we have fight with many people. We don't talk to many of our relationships. We have lot of difference of opinion. But will we get a second chance in our life to mend every little fight? Just recall how it could have been done. Suddenly there was a noise from the bedroom. The door opened and Rajiv came out and said, "Darling, I forgot to tell you that my wallet got stolen today." That had happened in Aisha and Rajiv's life. I wish it happens in every one of our life, that we don't miss and lose our best and better relationships. Life might not give you a second chance. Never waste a moment when you can still make up for your wrongs. Let us start mending, making amends to our parents, our siblings, to friends, and many more. No one has a promised tomorrow. Have a wonderful life with no regrets. That is what is life. We don't know what will happen the next moment. And last but not the least, contact or connection. A monk was being interviewed by a journalist from New York, and the journalist asked the monk, "Sir, in your last lecture, you told us about the contact and connection. It's really confusing. Can you please explain me again?" The monk smiled and, apparently deviating from the question, asked the journalist, "Are you from New York?" The journalist said yes. The monk asked, "Who are there at home?" The journalist felt that the monk was trying to avoid answering his question, since this was a very, very personal and unwanted question. Yet the journalist said, "Mother has expired and my father is there, and there are brother and sister, all are married." The monk, with a smile on his face, asked, "Do you talk to your father?" The journalist looked visibly annoyed. The monk, "When did you talk to him last?" The journalist, suppressing his annoyance, said, "Maybe a month ago." The monk asked, "Do your brothers and sisters meet often? When did you meet last as a family gathering?" At this point, sweat appeared on the forehead of the journalist. Now, who is conducting the interview, the monk or the journalist? It seemed that the monk was interviewing the journalist. With a sigh, the journalist said, "We met at the Christmas 2 years ago." The monk asked, "How many days did you all stay together?" The journalist, wiping the sweat on his brow, said, "3 days." The monk asked, "How much time did you spend with your father?" "Sitting right beside him." The journalist, looking perplexed and embarrassed, and started scribbling something on the paper. The monk, "Did you have breakfast with your father? Did you have lunch or dinner together? Did you ask him how he was? Did you ask how his days are passing after your mother's death?" Drops of tears coming out started to flow from the eyes of the journalist. The monk held the hand of the journalist and said, "Don't be embarrassed, upset, or sad. I'm sorry if I have hurt you unknowingly, but this is basically the answer to your question about contact and connection. You have contact with your father, but you don't have a connection with him. You're not connected with him. Connection is between heart and heart, sitting together, sharing meals, caring for each other, touching, shaking hands, having eye contact, spending some time together. You brothers and sisters have contact, but you don't have connection with each other. The journalist wiped his eyes and said, "Thanks. Thanks for teaching me a fine and unforgettable lesson. This is reality today, my dear ladies and gentlemen. whether at home or in the society, everybody has lots of contacts, but there is no connection, no communication. Everybody is in his own world. Let us not maintain just contacts. Let us remain connected, caring, sharing, and spending time with all our dear ones. This is what we all need. All you need is the love, care, and affection. This is what is life. And the mantra of success is nothing other than happiness. Stay blessed. So, this is about my session. Can I have some questions from you? And how did you enjoy the session? You can also turn on your mic and ask me if you have any doubts.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Is it audible, madam?
Yes, yes, very much.
Yeah. So it's very nice session. Very happy to have myself, Tirupati Rao, Associate Professor from Hyderabad Engineering College.
Wonderful, sir.
Madam, a small doubt. If it is not doubt,
Uh-huh.
so what is the main factor for success, madam?
Well, it depends upon how do you define success. See, if you feel, if the student feels like passing in an exam is success, passing in exam is success. If you
Yes,
feel
madam.
you need to get some degree, PhD, you want to get some promotion, you want to earn so much of money. So definition of success differs from person to person. According to me, living life happily is success. Irrespective of whether you are getting money or all those things will parallelly run in your life. Those things will run in your life. But at the same time, you cannot wait for living your life until you reach something. You have to live every minute, every second is going, it will not come back. And you do not know what is the length and duration of your stay in the earth. So according to me, how I practice is every second I will live my life. I will do what I like. I will see that others are happy. And I will not suppress myself just because others ask me to, because it's my life. I need to live my life. If I am, many people are faking their life and living someone else's life. That is the problem. So
Yeah.
our life is precious and we need to, first of all, have an internal communication to know what we want, what makes us happy, why we are born in this world.
Yes, thank you, madam. See, in the beginning, I have learned many things. Even I too traveled many times in aeroplanes. So you have given very good definition. What is the landing and what is the other thing, takeoff. So very nice, very informative session. And congrats for the 25th webinar on this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you. Be happy always.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Because see, why I'm asking this question is my daughters have completed BTech and they got job in Infosys and some other company waiting for this final exams. Because of this COVID, this is not happening. We don't know when that final exams are going to hell, and we don't know situation is different. That's why. See this. I think this information is available in YouTube.
YouTube.
I think
YouTube. Yeah, it's going on live now.
live now. Even after that record session,
Yeah,
will be
on
there.
YouTube. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I want to show to my children.
For sure, sir.
Informative. Thank you, madam. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much.
God bless you.
Good evening, madam.
Any other participant? Anything?
Good evening, madam. This is
Yes,
Giridhar.
please. Yes, please. Who is talking? Can I know your name?
Giridhar, madam. Giridhar from Espambalam. Giridhar.
Yes, yes, Giridhar. Please go ahead.
In MGR University, I met you, madam.
Where, sir?
Once I met you in MGR University for a program.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Came in there. Really wonderful, madam. Actually, I want to know the small doubt. What is compassion? Compassion, you know. You are given compassion. Hello?
Yeah. Ama. Yes, sir.
Three examples you have given.
Yeah.
Merchant and one old lady and then one boy.
Yeah.
Out of it, the boy uses flower to that.
Why? Because see, compassionங்கிறது வந்து எப்படின்னா ஐயோ பாவம் அப்படின்னு பாக்குறது கிடையாது. You should not feel pity for anybody.
Okay, okay.
The boy, what happens? He does not know the value of those flowers. He does not know what will happen, what the beggar will do with that. But he has a mind that he wanted to give something.
Okay, okay.
Do you understand that thought?
Yes.
That is what is compassion. For that does not have a value.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
You cannot price it, isn't it?
Okay. But still, it is out of love he is giving to that.
That is what is the difference between pity and compassion.
Pity and compassion. Okay. Wonderful, madam. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, please. Anybody? I should thank all my classmates. Actually, they were all motivating me a lot to do this session today. And I wholeheartedly thank all my classmates of my BE from Annamalai University.
And
every human at any age, you need a lot of support and motivation, like patting your back is required. When I can do for many people, but there is someone to do for me, then I feel very happy about it.
I had a small interruption. I heard from your introduction that you did your MTech from Andhra University and PhD from JNTU Hyderabad.
Yes. I was also working in Gayatri Vidya Parishad.
Gayatri Vidya Parishad, Vizag.
Yes. And Avanti. I was working in Avanti Chaitanya Engineering College.
So we thought initially that USHAA ESWARAN means some...
I'm Tamilian only, but because of my husband's job, he is a naval officer. So we were posted in Vizag.
Okay. I thought that you are from Chennai or somewhere else.
Yes, I'm from Chennai.
When you introduce yourself, thought that you did your PhD from JNTU Hyderabad.
Yes.
Very nice. In biotechnology, madam?
I did in biosensors, electronics and communication. It was automated disease detection and drug delivery using biosensors. Or
Nice.
cancer detection. I did for ovarian cancers and prostate cancer for male and female.
Nice. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Anybody else would like to talk? Can you all turn on your video so that I can have some picture? All of you, please turn on your video, please. Please, I request all of you to turn on your video. And see that you don't get light from your back. Mohammed Azharuddin, can you just check that your light is not at the back? That's all. Yeah, please smile. Thank you so much. I will send the feedback link now. Many people are waiting for the feedback link. And keep attending our sessions, and definitely we will be giving good sessions. And next week we have an faculty development program. It's a free faculty development program from all of my classmates. Actually, I would like to mention that all 5 ladies doctorates are my classmates. We all studied together in Annamalai University, and next week we have their sessions. All are very well placed, and they are very happy to conduct that session. And now I would share the feedback link. 1 second, please. Yeah, I've shared the feedback link. So this is my YouTube channel and my contact details, and any session for your institution also, you can reach me for this. And these are all the playlist of my YouTube. A lot of motivational videos will be there. There will be both English and Tamil will be there. Whatever I do in Tamil, I do in English also. So that's not a problem for you. You can choose any topic and you can watch. You can also share it with your friends. A lot of technology related videos will be there, and a lot of motivational talks will be there, and latest technologies and 21st century skills, what is required, and the study techniques for the students, career guidance will be there. And for even working people, corporate people also, we have the stress management and how to handle the politics in the office. A lot of topics will be available. So you can just have a look at the channel of DR.USHAA ESWARAN, and you can just subscribe the channel and you can watch. So I hope I have shared the link, and all of you. Hi, Prabhakar.
Hey, Usha.
Hi.
Thank you. It was a great presentation.
Oh my God. Thank
I
you.
just wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you. What is the time there?
Oh, it is. It's right now. It's 7:45 a.m. in
Oh,
Dallas, Texas.
thanks, Da. Thanks a lot. It really made my day.
No. It was a great presentation. Continue on. I wish you all the best for your 25th webinar today, and many more to come. I'm looking forward for that. Actually.
Definitely, Prabhakar. So Prabhakar is my classmate, and he's all the way watching this in the early morning from Dallas, US. And thank you. This is what I said, the strength of my classmates. They keep
Definitely.
motivating
we
me.
are all here. We are all here for you. Actually, yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. You really made my day.
Oh, no. Come on, no. It is, I have to thank you for this. There's a lot of people who have been, this can be the first time for a lot of people. And the eye-opening webinar which you gave definitely should spread all over, because it is very important in this day and age how to really position yourself and control your mind is very, very important, I feel. Very positive about that. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Prabhakar. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. I think I can end this.
Anytime.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Good luck.
Anybody has missed, you can watch in the YouTube. It is already on live, and it will be saved there, and you can watch and share. Thank you. Thanks. Bye, Prabhakar. Bye.
Bye-bye.